Everybody, and welcome to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
This is I'm not gonna say long overdue, but what's the word? It's the first Wrassle Recap in a while.
Of the year, is it?
That works too. First Wrassle Recap of the year. We'll go with that.
Right. I don't
What
know
do
why
you
you
think?
didn't say that in the first place.
Because I didn't think about it.
Okay, that's fair, But we really have just one main topic to cover, and that is Powerhouse Hobbs. Apparently, under everyone's nose, he's probably going to WWE right now.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. At very least, he's leaving AEW. Though it would be very funny to see him in TNA.
Yeah, so apparently on that Dynamite episode, was it this week? This week?
I thought it was a Collision.
No, Dynamite, because Collision's tonight, right? Or Collision was the
Yeah,
same night as Dynamite. It was
but
taped the same
Collision,
day.
they filmed it, yeah, and tonight's his last match on AEW.
So at midnight on that day, okay, Wednesday, his contract expired, and he was believed to be going to WWE. I don't know who broke that news. We should probably confirm that. I'd probably
You know
fight for
what?
it.
Not
Fightful.
right now. Give
You
Sean
can
the
look it
credit.
up.
Why?
You look it up.
I won't know who's the first guy that said.
Okay, we're gonna go with it's probably Fightful, but if it's not Fightful, shouts out to you. You know what I mean?
I mean, whoever wants to take credit, let us know down below, and you can take credit. Oh, I'll take credit.
Right. I'm not taking credit. We're not taking credit because we're not news sources. We're just talking about it.
I mean, I might take credit.
Don't do it. You don't
All right.
want to have a journalist on your ass.
Well, listen, it's not that scary, and you know what? It was Fightful.
Okay, you know what? Because I'm correct. You know what I mean? Because I know sometimes I think Fightful is just one of those ones you can safely say broke the news.
You really can, and while we're talking about it, we're also going to be talking about some of the signings, the dual contracts that they
But
also had.
CMLL, yeah.
But we'll get to that in a bit. Just want to bring it up so we don't forget.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's like side news, but yeah, it did happen as well. For AEW, that it is.
AEW, AEW slowly but surely every day becomes the WWE feeder system, and I can't tell if that's a goal or not.
Now your voice is breaking up suddenly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, every day WWE, no, sorry, AEW seems to become the WWE feeder system, and I can't tell if that's the intention or not.
I mean, we've seen it with what's her name, Monroe, right?
Blake
We've seen it
Monroe,
with
yeah.
her, Blake Monroe, yeah. Where she was in a big feud with Tony Storm. She had her little final match, and she went off to WWE. And now all the fans have, from AEW at least, have turned on her, and they're like, "Oh, she's trash now." You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And really, I've always been like, "Look, man, she chose her um, path, and she wanted to go to WWE. That's her choice, man. Respect that."
I still remember when it happened because she was only there for like 2 years, right? And I
Right.
remember she said the reason that she's going to WWE is because she felt like she already accomplished everything she could in AEW. And that was like a damning statement back then. So I remember that.
I think it would be the opposite for Powerhouse Hobbs, and I only say that
You
because I feel
gotta
like
adjust,
Powerhouse Hobbs has always been in limbo. He's always had that potential, the word potential hanging above his head, right? But he's never
Mhm.
really been the main focus. Like, even like Wardlow has gotten the chance to be a main focus. I
I
feel like
think
Powerhouse Hobbs never got that chance.
am I correct? Was his biggest achievement the TNT title?
It probably was. Yeah, I think so.
Because I don't think he did much else. I know he was trios champion, and I think he was FTW champion at some point.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know his accolades really, but I know he was tag team champion, right?
See, I feel like that never happened. I know the trios tag championships, he had
Number one
those.
tag team championship at all.
I don't think he did.
Not even with Team Taz or anything like that.
They were in a weird place. They were never going after the tag belts for some reason. They were only focused on Darby Allin.
Okay. So maybe not the tag champion, but he had a few accolades at least.
Oh, let's see. TNT champion one time and one-time AEW Trios champion.
There you go. You were correct.
There we go.
But yeah,
Oh, he
he
also
was in a
won.
position to go for the world title.
No, they never gave him that shot. But I don't know if you want to mention this as an accolade. I don't know if it counts as one. But in 2023, he won the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Just to throw that in there.
Okay, not bad, you know.
But yeah, not
But yeah,
as much as he should have had.
he really look. I always looked at him as the guy. He should really be a bigger star. I mean, and I think he was getting to that point right now. You know, being part of the top team. In one of them at least. Death Riders being the other one, but the Ops being
Hmm.
the number one top team in AEW.
I don't think so because they never really presented Joe and the others as
I
equals.
say that because Samoa Joe is the world champion, and then they were all the trios champion, and
Was
then they were all at the top of the show in the main event feud with him and Paige, Swerve. So I mean, yeah, he was part of the top faction AEW.
as much as I love the Ops, they never presented them in a fashion that any of them are on Samoa Joe's level. It's always goes Samoa Joe and then a little bit down, and then the rest of the Ops.
If anyone was going to be a little bit on Samoa Joe's level, it probably would be Powerhouse Hobbs.
I guess, but they never presented him as that. Any situation he was never presented as their top guy. And I think when they tried to pull the trigger a couple years ago, by then it was too late.
Right, right. So yeah, I do feel like this. You know, I can see why he would make this move. I really do.
No, he wasn't the first. He won't be the last. I'm sure.
The first
Happened with him.
was I don't know
Happened
if
with
the
Ricky
first was
Starks.
Cody. Was the first Cody?
The first was Cody. I'm pretty sure. Then Ricky Starks shortly after. Joe Hendry was not there. That's a different company. I don't know what Danhausen's up to,
Danhausen is I don't know what he's doing.
but yeah.
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
else? Oh yeah,
I think he might
Malachi.
not be AEW contract anymore. Danhausen,
Malachi,
right?
Rusev.
Rusev, Rusev.
Andrade went, but then he went back. So I mean, does that even count?
That does not count. No.
But yeah, they lost a couple of guys.
Penta,
That's true. Penta
Phoenix.
and Ray Phoenix, but arguably a big mistake on Phoenix's behalf.
Although, was it really when
Yes,
we think about how Tony Khan was shooting him?
yes.
Are you sure?
I mean, have you
I
seen him
mean,
on SmackDown recently?
nah. I mean, look, I think I've seen him like a few weeks ago on SmackDown,
I think he had one
like
open
last week.
challenge match, and like that's it. That's like the most interesting thing he's done since being there.
But didn't he
They
fight
did
Trick
not treat him
Williams?
that they treat Penta. I
He
don't
fought
think he
Trick
won.
Williams.
If he fought Triple
He
H, he didn't
lost.
win.
He lost.
They're giving him the complete opposite of the Penta push. They're actually giving him the Phoenix force down the mountain. Like they're pushing him down actively.
Okay. I think he would look if he would have stayed in AEW and he would have been a player with them. Sure, he would be something. You know what I mean? But I don't know if Tony Khan ever looked at him like that. You know?
Well, I mean, I sure as hell did. I mean, do you see the stuff he does? Like, he's not just a great tag wrestler; he's a fantastic singles wrestler. If you let him try,
Yeah, man, they gave him a bunch of opportunities and matches, and he did a great job. He did fantastic.
I live in fear every day that they're just gonna throw this dude in the new LWO.
I mean, a lot of people did. Tim Martin, forget about how good he was. You know,
Is he the one that got injured?
no, the other guy got injured. And he
Oh,
might have gotten injured too.
Darius.
Darius, yeah.
I
But
can't
now he's
believe
in that
we're
faction.
talking.
What it's called.
Sorry to cut you off, but I can't believe we forgot the biggest defection from AEW. And I'm sure anyone who heard us skip over it, they're yelling in the comments right now. We completely skipped over CM Punk.
Oh, CM Punk. I mean, not really. Look, he went from WWE to AEW to WWE.
That's the biggest one. That's the one of the
He is the
biggest.
biggest one. He's the world champion. Yeah.
If you're not going to say Cody's the biggest one, it's Punk.
I say Cody's the biggest one.
I think there's an argument for Punk, but that's just me as a person.
Cody. Cody's way bigger, man.
Yeah, arguably,
You
debatably.
wouldn't think that because of how he left. He was getting booed, which is also something that's not noticed, or at least discussed right now, which is that he got booed in AEW when he had to leave AEW. He went to WWE. He got cheered, but now he's getting booed again.
I think they're doing that heel turn soon.
If I was WWE, I'd be looking at plans for a heel turn. I
I mean,
understand
I
he's a
don't know
big
for sure.
deal. He's a big name. He's big for the kids. He's big for the adults. He's big in the countries, but commercials, sponsors, whatever it is. But you might need to do it.
I mean, if you were ever gonna look at repairing Sami Zayn's image as a babyface, this is the time you should be doing that.
That's fucking what I was at. I was like, Sami Zayn is the perfect replacement here.
If you're ever gonna start fixing that, like you should start doing that right now.
He's the guy, man. Sami Zayn should always be that guy.
Because right now,
And
I
he will
mean,
be, probably. He will be.
because Jacob Fatu came back, he's not a face anymore.
I don't even know what the fuck Jacob Fatu is.
Bro's a tweener.
Because he came
I don't
back
even
and he started fucking doing whatever. I don't know.
beat the shit out of Cody. I was like, what the fuck is that all about?
But then he's going after Drew. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know what that's all about either. And the match that they're having a Saturday Night's main event, it's not even a number one contenders match because that's the fatal four way. So I don't know.
That's the match at the Saturday Night's main event. It's the number one contender.
For which one? The fatal four way?
The field four way will decide who fights Drew.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. But either way, I think that Powerhouse Hobbs will be a big star in WWE. Whether or not he goes to the main roster first, I'm not sure. Because you always hear like, "Oh, this guy's going to go to the main roster," and then he signs with WWE and he goes to NXT. So you don't know.
I think it could be great. My only concern is I don't know what his promo skills are like because he hasn't talked a lot in a while.
He's been really protected with the promos, right? Like he doesn't talk that much. He doesn't sound bad though. I've heard him talk. He doesn't sound bad, but
Okay.
definitely not like the greatest.
All right. Just so we're all on the same page here, there's like an 80% chance of him being thrown into the division.
I can see that. I can see him in the vision. Yeah.
It's
But I
like
can
an
also see him as
80%.
a top person on NXT.
I think so. I mean, they could use it because they're running out of guys.
They just lost Oba family, big guy. They might need another big guy.
The biggest guys they have there are Ricky Starks and Javon Evans. Well, no, they lost Javon, so it's just Ricky Starks.
They lost Javon, man. That's a big blow right there. You might not think it's a big blow, but it's a big blow.
Because I don't know what their big baby faces are anymore.
And they're gonna get Leon. They're gonna get Leon.
Oh yeah, Leon Slater. So I mean, I guess
Either he
him.
comes to the main roster, or he comes. I don't. You never know because of Javon Evans.
I guess that's true.
Javon Evans got called up like right away, so you don't know.
He did. That's true. But yeah, so he's coming over there. But AEW is gaining stuff, so there's
Best of
something,
luck
I
to
guess.
him. Best of luck to him.
Best of luck indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna kick it off with my favorite, Mascara Dorada.
That's true.
He's
I
my
do. I do
he's my
like him.
absolute favorite to watch.
He had that fantastic spot in the triple threat match with Takeshita and Okada. I remember that's like my first exposure to him, and I was really worried that his presence was going to like he's just be like third wheel in it the entire match because you just wanted to see Okada and Takeshita, but that wasn't the case at all. He was fantastic.
That was it's one of my favorite performances I think I've seen, man. Because I'm just a big fan whenever I see him wrestle.
Last year was like the year of triple threat matches, man. There was no misses on the triple threat fact on the triple threat front.
Right? Yeah, but I'm happy about that dual contract. I mean, you need that really.
Me too, and I was surprised to learn that Hechicero wasn't already a lock.
Actually, Cedro is all he was actually. I think Dave said he was. Dave Meltzer said he was already locked in, but Tony just added him to the pile.
I thought we all just kind of assumed that he was already working there, and Tony just didn't say anything
Yeah,
about it.
that's what happened. Yeah, or that's what Dave said. You never know.
The only real surprise here was Persephone.
Right? I can see that. Did they sign what's her face? Blue, What's her name? Bozilla.
Bozilla. I don't think they did. Did they?
Oh, look, man. I'm sorry if I ever call you Blowzilla. I'm sorry.
No, that's my fault.
That's Chris's fault for calling you Blowzilla in the notes.
I said it once because I didn't know the name, man. I asked a simple question.
All right, but Bozilla would be a great get if they can get Bozilla. And also, oh yeah, AEW signed the indie guys too, but we don't know who they are. So. I know actually Jordan Oliver. I know him. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know for certain if they did.
They signed it. Yeah, they just because MJF had a match against the guy. I forgot his
No,
name.
I'm talking about
And then,
Bozilla. I don't think
oh,
they did.
Bozilla. Okay, okay. Well, that would be a good get, like I said, if they didn't get that, which they didn't. So
Anyway, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, MJF had a match with the guy in the Indies, right? I forgot his name. I want to say it's like Allen or whatever. And then
Alan?
Jordan Oliver was also there. They signed him too. Yeah.
I did hear about that. They should get
Yeah.
Stephen Flo. I want them to get Stephen Flo.
You know him?
Stephen Flo? Of course I know Stephen Flo.
Of course you know him. Yeah.
What is that supposed to be?
I don't fucking know, man.
It's talking about a dude whose whole gimmick is that he's a fan of Pearl Jam, bro. Get that guy.
Oh. So he's one of those, huh?
The fuck?
I'm just saying stuff, man. I don't know.
I just think it'd be funny, man. It's for the jokes or the memes.
The AEW does not do good with jokes and memes.
They
You'd think
did.
they would because they had being the elite, but they just don't. They don't do.
All right, well, you know,
For
good
a
for
company
AEW. They'll
that's
get
run
guys.
on memes and jokes, they're not good at memes and jokes.
It is ironic when you think about it.
Yeah. Like think about how fucking AEW came to be, right? You think about the what is that revolution thing that the Bullet Club did during Raw that one time where they had like the little they were with all those fans and they were holding up the flags and doing this and that. That was cool.
I do remember that.
And they were viral, man. They were going crazy on the YouTube. They were all types of stuff. They were big. They were probably the biggest names in pro wrestling. That's not WWE, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we just can't capture that anymore. What year was that? Oh no, what year was that?
What year were they doing that?
Yeah,
2018, I think.
I'm thinking 2018. Yeah.
It was relatively
No,
right
man, I
before.
think it could be earlier, man. It could be early. I don't know.
I mean, it's 17 or 18. I don't think it was 16.
I don't think so. But if it was, man,
I don't know. They didn't get Hangman before 16. I remember Hangman there.
because we have a picture doing a too sweet in 2016.
Yeah, that is me. The Bullet Club was a thing back then, you know.
Well, it was, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how poppin' they were though. You know?
They were popping. And I mean,
Right?
if there was a picture, it might have just been because we met AJ Styles and we're big AJ Styles
No,
fans.
that was that. We met AJ Styles after that.
All right, well, still, you know. I mean, if it was in 2016, still, it's AJ Styles.
No, it was at the prom. We were doing too sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I feel like it was 2018.
Jesus Christ, man. That probably brings back a lot of memories.
It does, man. I don't know. I don't know what. Now we're just reminiscing. It's Wrassle Recap.
You brought it up, and it's got to be the lamest anyone's ever looked at a problem in my entire life, you know. I went there, I
Yeah.
did a too sweet in the picture. I sat at a table alone and watched NXT Takeover the end.
We were very look. No one wanted to break the dance floor in. Okay, I think
No,
our
you
boy
were
did. I
on
think our
the
boy did. I
you
was
know
on
you
there.
were on the dance floor. I was sitting over there. Literally I was sitting there watching the show, and then the Authors of Pain debuted, and I went over to you. I was like, bro, look at this. And I was just sitting there like an absolute nerd. I remember that.
We did do that. We did like sidebar and like do like the little look at NXT takeover. Look at these guys. Who are these guys?
Yeah,
Who's that guy? It was fucking what's his name? Ellering, Paul Ellering.
yeah, Naked and Razor.
Yeah. Like, who's the bald guy? Who are those big guys? What the fuck?
You know that I do remember that. That was it's probably the lamest anyone's ever looked at a prom. I remember that.
Yeah, hey, so be it. You know, it was what it was.
It's
But
pretty
either
true.
way, I think unless we can get the name of that guy, who's Alan? Who's he?
Alan? I don't know who Alan is.
Alan MJF. Just type that in.
Oh, I'll find it. Stall for time. So I don't want dead air. Stall for time.
Okay, I was gonna look up myself, but I mean, I guess I can't do
You
that.
told me to look it up.
Maybe I should look up the match. Maybe I should actually watch the match and be like a good enthusiast on wrestling for once. You know?
What was the other guy's name?
I don't fucking know, man. Type in MJF
Was
defends.
it Casey Navarro?
No, it's not his name. It just happened like yesterday, bro. They were like a few days ago.
Yeah,
It was
type in
yesterday.
MJF latest.
MJF AW World Title match independent.
Alec Price and Jordan Oliver.
Alec Price and Jordan Oliver. They got signed. They got contracts.
There you go. See, Twitter helps.
No one's named Alan except AJ Styles.
Even then, he's ashamed to call himself as such.
Yeah, doesn't want to call himself that. He should do that. He should be like a professional guy. Call himself Alan or whatever. That'd be cool.
Everyone loves pro albums.
Of course. This episode's too damn long for no reason.
Yeah, I'm just going with the flow, man.
Me too. I think that's good. You know, it's good. It's good to have rambling and wrestling and all that stuff on a show. That's good.
That's the whole point of Wrassle Recap. And if you stuck with us and you made it through the rambling, thank you very much. And if
Hope
you
we didn't
enjoyed
get
it,
too sidetracked, you know.
no, we did. But I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And if you want some more of us, check out those social medias, especially Threads, very active over there. And also, for listening on a podcasting platform, guys, remember, 5-star review, very helpful. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.